In this video, I will show you how to make an Afro House remix inspired by Adam Port in the Keinemusik style. By the end, you will have all the tools to create your own Afro House remix or even an original track. So let's dive into it. For this Afro House track, let's set the BPM to 122. Now guys, let's create an Afro House beat. Look for a punch kick like this one. If it feels like it's missing some high end, you can layer it with a top kick. Just take another kick and cut out the sub-frequencies. When layering kicks, make sure they're in phase. To check that, the waveform should line up on the same side. If they're not aligned, open the top kick and click reverse polarity. And now the waveforms are aligned and in phase. So this is how it sounds out of phase. And now in phase. Next, add a tone to give the beat more rhythm. Then throw in a few shakers. Keep them subtle so they don't overpower the groove. After that, layer some percussion loops. And even a metallic one for extra texture. And finally, add some percussion shots. And with that, we have a full Afro House beat. Now we need a vocal to remix.
I eat my dinner in my bathtub, then I go to sex clubs, watching freaky people getting it on.
If you don't have the acapella, you can use a stand splitter. To do that, I would recommend Lalals.com, which is a pretty interesting AI tool. Here you can simply drop the track and the AI will extract the stands for you. Let me show you a quick example. You can go more in depth and extract even more instruments like drums, piano, guitars, and much more. You can select all these options before extract. After a few seconds, it will be ready to download. This is how it sounds.
High on me, high all through the day, all through the night. Right on me, right all through the day, all through the night.
So this is just an example how you can use the tool. Now let's get back to Lalals because it has some really cool features. One of the coolest features is the AI voices. They allow us to change a vocal sample into a voice of another artist, and there are plenty of famous artists available. Let's try this one. To get the best results, make sure the vocal input is clean as possible.
It doesn't make me nervous. If anything, I'm restless. Yeah, I've been around and I've seen it all.
I think sounds pretty clean, but now let's try a female voice.
It doesn't make me nervous. If anything, I'm restless. Yeah, I've been around and I've seen it all.
I really like this one and we can use in the track. And if you're struggling to clean up your vocals, Lalals also has a tool called The Echo that does it for you. The link for the website will be available in the description. Make sure to check it out. To fill out the mix and add a more emotional touch, we can use some ambient samples. Just make sure they're in the key of the root note. It's also nice to add an ARP. By the way, all the serum presets I will use here are from my brand new pack called Diamond, which will be released in the next few days. On this ARP I layered with a contact sound. It's a bit more organic, which works perfectly for Afro House. Now let's add a piano. For this I recommend using Labs. A free VST you definitely should try out. We'll start by laying down the bass notes. Then add notes on top to build the chords. To make them sound more natural, adjust the velocity to control the volume of each note. I also layered another piano. To mix these pianos, I added RC20 for a bit of drive, a compressor to control the dynamics, reverb for space, a filter for automation, EQ, and a soft sidechain. To add even more depth to the chords, we can layer a background pad. As an extra element, I'm using Exhale, a really interesting contact library. I'm using it to add a vocal pad texture, just playing a few specific notes from the chords. We can't forget the bass. It's another surround sound. For this one, I chopped the notes to add some rhythm and threw in a few slide notes. The bass processing is actually pretty simple. This EQ is removing all the sub and everything above 270 Hz. Next we have sidechain, a compressor, and EQ. Since we are cutting the sub from this bass, we need a separate layer dedicated only to the sub. As you can see, the sidechain on the sub is much more aggressive because we need some space for the kick. Now guys, we have all the main elements of the track. The only thing left is to build a solid arrangement. For that, just copy some of the elements and paste them into the breakdown. But make sure to remove a few parts as well, so the drop feels different and more impactful. We can also use automation to bring the track to life and add some effects like this. Then we can add some details like drum fills. And with that, the track is done. And by the way, if this video was helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And now let's check out the final result.
I eat my dinner in my bathtub, then I go to sex clubs, watching freaky people getting